Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kaylah Bree. It's your girl Kaylah Bree. Hey, it's your girl Kaylah Bree. 2019 has come to an end and 2020, I welcome you. This video is basically a reflection of my year and just the overall sense of how it went, and we're gonna go over goals and aspirations and things that we want to achieve in the new year. I just want to first start by saying I do set goals every single month and try to achieve those goals every single month because there's a bigger ultimate goal at the end of the day. I have really big dreams, really big goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and it takes the little things to get you to the next level. I found this girl did this video on her reflection of 2019 and preparing for 2020. So I thought that was a great idea. My phone is gonna So I thought this was a great idea to go ahead and film really quick. So the first question is, if you had to describe your 2019 in 3 words, what would it be? I would have to say, if I could describe my 2019 in 3 words, it would have to be narrow your focus. And I say that because I feel like it's physically impossible to give your all to multiple things. I find myself trying to overpour into multiple different things, and it just doesn't really work like that. You have to give your 100% to one thing that will help you evolve in another thing. And so narrowing your focus is been definitely one of my things that I feel would describe my 2019, is just being able to really reel in and narrow my focus. What new things did you discover about yourself? That is a good question. So I would have to say that I learned that I am not antisocial. I am just a true introvert. I've always thought that I was just super antisocial, and antisocial and introvert is two totally different things. And I learned that I'm not an antisocial, but I'm more of an introvert, and that I can only handle people in small doses. I know that I do love people. I love being around people. I like going to things that involve people, but I also have to understand myself in learning that I can only take so much of people, and it'd be too much peopling, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I really need to be by myself, and the next thing you know, I'm isolating myself from people for a really long time. So I've just learned to take people in small doses and not overwhelm myself with people too much. Another thing that I did discover about myself is that my social anxiety holds me back, and I just feel as though social anxiety is real and it's prominent in my life, and I'm trying my hardest to overcome that. What single achievement are you most proud of? I would have to say I have 2 actually. My first thing that I'm really proud of is that I moved out of my previous apartment and into a brand new beautiful apartment that I am absolutely in love with, head over heels with. It is everything that I could ever ask, dream, or pray for. Everything that I said that I wanted. And also another thing is that I remember praying for the things that I have now. And so that right there is something to be proud of alone. Another thing that I would say I am super proud of is the fact that I reached 10K on YouTube, and that is very long coming. I feel like that's a huge milestone for myself. but now I am completely changing the direction of my channel. And so the people who do stick around, I'm super excited for you guys to see me evolve as a person and you guys to see my channel evolve, and I want to inspire you to do the same. What new skills did I learn? I learned how to master Final Cut Pro. I have finally gotten down my editing skill. I'm still learning, but I have finally figured out what look I'm going for as far as editing is concerned, and that is definitely a new skill that I'm still learning and I'm really excited about because it's super fun to me to edit. So yeah, that's a new skill I learned this year. What or who are you most thankful for? Now, I would have to say that I am most thankful for life itself, being healthy, being happy, all of that, because as you guys know, or you may or may not know, but I had a health scare late last year, earlier this year, and they had found some pre-cancer cells, and I was scared out of my mind because I have never had any health problems ever in my life, and so that was really, really scary to deal with. But I am okay. It is not prominent in my life anymore. It's gone, and I'm just so thankful to even, you know, be here, be alive, be able to see my family, be able to just live my life and see my goals through. I have so much to live for at this point, and I just feel so thankful that I can say that I'm healthy and that I don't have anything holding me back. What is the most important lesson that you learned this year? So the most important lesson I think I learned this year is that isolation is not always the key. I do not always need to isolate myself when things go wrong or when things go astray or when I'm feeling overwhelmed or anxious or whatever. Isolating myself is not always the answer. I need people in my life to be here and help guide me. As much as I claim my introvertness, I do know that I do need people, and people are what make your life happy, and nobody was built to be alone. What mental blocks did you overcome? I guess I can just stem off of what I just said. Being alone, like, that is definitely a mental block because I truly feel like nobody is truly alone, but we choose to be alone, and that is something that you are mentally struggling with, and that's something that I mentally struggle with, is the fact that I always am alone and I always feel alone. Even when people are around, I feel alone, empty, there's nothing there. So that is definitely something that I've worked on this year, of trying to not isolate myself so much, and actually let people in and actually let people be here and actually let people in my life, because I'm so anti, like, you know, you coming too close. I don't want anybody to disappoint me or make me feel less than what I am, so I internalize and I make myself just think mentally like that I'm alone all the time. And I know that I'm not alone. I have friends, I do have family that really do care, love, and support me. It's just the battle of the lonelies that I do get occasionally. So what was the biggest breakthrough moment for you career-wise? I would actually have to say just finding a stable job was enough. Okay, like having a stable income and stable job and being able to provide for myself is number one, period. Like, I was not able to do that last year at all. I was not. And so this year I have actually been able to do so, plus more. So how did your relationship with your family evolve? I would have to say it has evolved tremendously. Like, I talk to my family and we actually have a relationship. I did not grow up having a relationship with my family, and ever since my cousin passed away late last year, our family, our bond has gotten so much better. So I would like to just thank my cousin, rest in peace. I know he is the reason for a lot of us to connect and be together, and I'm so grateful and so appreciative, because I wasn't able to have these kind of relationships before. Like, a relationship with my aunt where she was actually able to come down here for my birthday. My family flew out here for my birthday and surprised me. This is the kind of relationships that I always wanted, but we never had. And I'm so thankful that we are able to now have that kind of relationship. Me and my mom haven't had the best relationship, but we have definitely evolved in our relationship. Me and my dad are a lot closer. What is your most common mental state this year? Oh, I can tell you off rip. Anxiety. I was anxious all fucking year. I wanted to do so much and be in here and do this and do that, and I have this plan and I want to do this, and I was anxious all year long, you guys. Like, anxious to the point where it was kind of preventing me to get things done. Definitely am still actively working on my anxiety and just having that as a mental block, because it's all mental, you guys. Like, it's all mental, and I know, but man, my anxiety was through the roof all year long. Was there anything I did for the first time this year? This is gonna sound crazy to a lot of you, but yes, I actually slid in somebody's DM for the first time ever in the history of sliding in DMs. Okay, I've never slid in anybody's DM before, and I actually did. And you know what that taught me? It taught me that if you want something, you need to go after it, boo, because he ain't just gonna come to your door. Okay, it's crazy to me that I actually slid in somebody's DM. Like, I didn't even know how to DM people. Like, how do you push the button? Like, what do? I don't know. What major goal did you lay foundations for? Oh my god, my YouTube channel. I have structured a foundation for it. I'm rebranding right now. Like, I'm in the process as we speak of rebranding my channel. It's going to take off. It is. I have no doubt. It's gonna take off. Things are gonna be great, and this new direction that I'm going is the direction I need to be going to, and God has given me the permission to actually do it. So we in the clear. Okay, what worries did you have this year that turned out unnecessary? All of them. I'm just a natural born worrier. I just worry about everything. How I'm gonna get this done. What am I gonna, I don't know. What am I gonna do? I don't know why I do that, but I am that way. I know things are gonna work out. I do. In the back of my mind, I know God got my back. He's gonna make sure that I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I can't help that I'm a worrier. What experience would you love to do all over again? And if you can't guess this by now, let me tell you, okay? My experience that I had when I met Eric Bellinger, I can relive that whole, like, how I felt. I could relive that over and over and over again, just because it isn't even an attraction thing. Like, when I tell you guys, I love Eric Bellinger, you guys. Like, he is literally my favorite person, because he just speaks to me. He speaks to my soul. And then when I gave him a hug, like, I just felt his energy. Like, it was pure, it was genuine, it was just like real, authentic. Like, I just felt it, and I could really relive that moment all over again, 1,000 times over, because he is just one of those people that is real hard to come by. What is the best gift you received? My best gift that I received was clarity. Like, God granted me the clarity that I needed, that I've been asking for, and that is what I am so most thankful for. So that is the best gift anybody can get, is clarity, having a good sense of direction, knowing what you want, knowing where you're going, knowing how you're gonna get there, period. What is the biggest problem you solved in your life this year? Struggling, you guys. That it was my main thing that I was struggling with, was struggling. Okay, I was struggling ever since I moved out here to Dallas from Denver, and it has been a struggle in every way, mentally, financially. It took a toll on my friendships and how I communicate with people and how I operate with people. It took a strain on my relationships with my parents and everything. Like, when I say it, literally, like, it was just a complete struggle. But I feel like this year I have completely gotten out of the clear of the struggle, and now I'm just working towards being better. I guess I would bring to the next question, what would you do differently and why? I think that the one thing I would do differently is I would speak to people when I am given the chance to speak to them. Like I told you guys earlier, I have really bad social anxiety, and I've been in situations where I'm around people and I really wanted to speak. I really had something to say. I really wanted to tell them something, and I wasn't able to do so because I was scared. I was literally scared out of my mind, like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on, you know? That has been a super struggle for me. But if I could really relive it, I would speak. But you know, one thing I did also learn is that you have to practice being social when you are not a social person. When you have social anxiety, the key to overcoming that is to practice. And I have to keep putting myself in those situations where I can master it, because I'm not gonna get it the first time. And I'm learning that, like, I know I'm not gonna get it the first time, but I need to know. Like, I need to get it now. Like, I'm like one of those type of people that I want to learn it and I want to get it done, and I needed to know like everything now so that I can start doing it, you know? But I know that's not how life works, so I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. It's only like 4 o'clock and it's like damn near pitch black. What new habits did you cultivate? New habits is that I like my house to be a certain type of a way now. I didn't used to be this way before at my old place, but once I moved into this place, like, I like it to look how I want it to look, and it bothers me when it's not. I'm kind of stuck in between that phase of I want my house to always look like a model home, but I gotta live in it. So, like, I have to pick my battles. Like, do you want to live or do you want it to look like a model home? So that's hard, but it's definitely become more of a habit that I like it to look a certain way, and I keep it that way. And that is definitely something new that I have acquired over this year. And the last question is, what advice would you have given yourself at the beginning of 2019? And I would just say that I would have given me the advice to stick to my plan and do not worry so much on the timing of everything, because I have set plan. Like, I want to do this by this time, this by this time, this by this time, right? And when I don't accomplish whatever that is at that time, it really deters me from accomplishing the next goal. So not so much straining myself on a time frame, but just concentrating more on the goal. The ultimate goal needs to get done. Make your list of what you want to accomplish and go down the list. Stop being so, constricted on time. Like, why are you in such a rush? You know what I mean? I'm only 27 and I feel like I'm supposed to be here, and I'm here, I feel like a lot of us feel that way. And so with that being said, I just feel like my advice to myself at the beginning of the year is just stick to your plan. Stick to it and you will get whatever it is you need to get done. But that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you guys decide to do any of these questions. I will link them in the description box so you guys can have all the questions there for you. And let me know if any of these resonated with you. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Go ahead and put it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.